I'm at EFC TV. This is the match preview to Chelsea versus Everton. Getting games well. After the 2-0 defeat by Man City last week, obviously, last week, so weekend before last, Paradise. Last weekend, last weekend, last weekend, which not a great result really, which kind of for like that week, really, that week that I was like, oh no, obviously, yeah. And Chelsea who beat Fulham 2-1. That's a mad result. Chelsea beat Fulham 2-1. Again, they've obviously they've got confidence. So this weekend, and Chelsea who are a tough side, defensively good and attackingly good again. Chelsea have got some really good players like Palmer, and they've got some, as I can mention, but I'll mention them in a minute. But some of them, they've got loads good players as well, very good ones. Anyway. Obviously attacking good, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Attacking good, yeah. Attacking good. Obviously, I'll take it off. Yeah, I see it attacking good, yeah. Forget attacking good. I'm facing ex-Wolves striker Neto. I didn't know he played with Chelsea. Most shot. Listen, I know he is. I didn't know he actually played Chelsea. It was like weird. Until I was. That's all. Okay. Neto, and also facing ex Brighton defender, left wing back, obviously defender, left wing back or left back. I don't even play here, but yeah, wing back. Cucurella again, an old player really, yeah. I think he was at Brighton for like 2021 season. I think after he was there, but now he went to a big fee, so yeah, he's no reason why you go look over him. He's dangerous, I believe. Again, and also Brighton back. Obviously Cucurella, and obviously facing ex Brighton goalkeeper Sanchez again. Yeah, I mean he's a winner. There's one of the news that so not like good, but there's one of the news that a club like Chelsea signed Sanchez about bit up, but okay. I mean, yeah, there's probably something there. I thought okay, you know what? I've never told you. I thought it's a bit odd, but okay. I mean, I'm not a fan of Chelsea, so I don't know. But I'm like, okay, yeah, there's probably a reason why I've done it. I mean, again, bit up, but okay. I mean, I'm not going to judge because I won't. But okay. Obviously Sanchez. I'm facing ex-Everton defender, obviously Samuel Smith, obviously who was actually obviously also facing ex-Everton, also facing ex-Everton defender Samuel Smith again. I think he was another player. I think obviously Samuel Smith. Obviously, he's a player that we had. Obviously, I think we signed him. I think we signed Samuel Smith from. I think we signed that Samuel Smith from. I think it was either Arsenal or I think we signed that Samuel Smith from, I think it was at Arsenal, someplace like that. I think we signed that Samuel Smith from Arsenal, didn't we? And obviously now he's going to play, obviously outside London, obviously inside West London, really, yeah. I think it was Fulham there in London as well, but I think probably the main big side, obviously, not main big side, but I think it was like the main big side, obviously. I think like two major teams, not major teams, I think like two teams, obviously West London, obviously Chelsea, and then there's Fulham as well, so again, So there's no respect to Fulham. They're a great club. Ground's amazing. Fans are great because they are. But there you go. But Chelsea are probably like the name they obviously hear about more than Fulham. But yeah, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. No. Okay. Again, I think. Yeah, he has some stuff. I think, yeah, but I think. Again, obviously, obviously, again, I think last time he was a player. You know what? I've never done. I actually wanted to see him playing in the first team. If he got in that first team, I think Imagine if he would done. Imagine if he got in that first again. I believe just the pathway stuff was going on. He wasn't able to get in. But again, it's because one. But sadly, football's like that now, where the opportunities are limited. You have to, Sad, but doing some fun. But anyway, Samuel Smith. That's a lot. That's quite a lot of play that, yeah. Smith. I'm facing ex-Southampton midfielder, Lavia. Yeah, Lavia. What is it? I'm facing ex-Southampton midfielder, Lavia. Again, another player. Obviously, I believe he was at Chelsea, and then obviously he won lots of Southampton. And then didn't he go back to Chelsea? I believe or something. I don't know, but I believe he went back to Chelsea as well, didn't he? And yeah, it was man. Anyway, now obviously Lavia. I'm facing the likes of Palmer, Sancho. Yeah, he's no Sancho. Obviously, I think is it Mudryk? Is it? Yeah, Mudryk. That's it. Obviously, Gusto, Forfana. Obviously, about a few of them. Obviously, of Mudryk. Obviously, I think of likes of Mudryk and Fernandez and right. This now I'm probably gonna botch it, but anyway, I'll try and sit this again. Also, the face likes of Palmer, Sanchez, obviously, and the likes of and obviously other players like Fernandez, obviously stuff like that, obviously him, obviously, and right. This now I'll probably butcher, but from Mango, I think it's I can't remember his name because his name is like Richie. It's a good name and all that, but it's very hard to say for you. Not butchering it, basically. Obviously, I already said funding already. Obviously, I know the likes of Fuang. I don't know. Obviously, Oh, his name is. I'll just say. I can't. Obviously. Anyway, so basically, from Mugas. I think is it Mugas? Is it? I think his name is. I did just butcher that. I didn't mean to. I just can't say his name right because I couldn't. Obviously, yeah, and also likes of Gavio. I think is it Gavio? Yeah, it's like it's G-U. I think G-U, and then it's U again. So it's like Givu. Obviously. Oh, listen, I'll just say G-U because I can't pronounce the second name of it. Jiv. Oh, it's Juve. Is it Juve? Is it? Yeah, I think his name's Juve. And those likes of Jackson, and I've said Fernandez already. Obviously, for not fan, I've said them obviously already. Obviously, and many others who, because one Chelsea do a big squad, so that's just some players I could, probably just, and obviously some players that I've mentioned there, they're the players obviously that I probably think you should be looking out for again. They've obviously got a lot of good players, or Palmer, oh my god, obviously that Cole Palmer. I mean, a player that was at Man City by chance, and looking now he's at Chelsea. It's like wow. You just see he's a player that you just go, wow, he's really a player that he's obviously a player you go, wow, he's really good, and you look, England scores well, and so yeah, they've got a really big squad because but anyway, let's move on to just as you were, and we will need to defend well and keep out Chelsea from score, and we will need to defend well and keep out Chelsea. Obviously, we need to defend well and keep out Chelsea from scoring. Yeah, and if we defend well and keep out Chelsea from scoring, okay, and if we score first and keep out Chelsea from scoring, it's going to be tough. You know what? I think this game we took because that's the game, yeah. I'm just going to be a tough one. You know what? I think this game's going to be tough because again, Chelsea obviously have got the confidence. They won against Fulham 2-1. Obviously last weekend they won over that. So again, it's really interesting because they'll obviously have confidence, and obviously I think they'll obviously be up for it. Confidence will be there, like, oh, we can play it. I don't know if Everton could beat them, whatever. Like that might not be there, but I also think I think for us it'll be tough because again, Chelsea have got players who are very good, like Palmer and Sancho, obviously young Man United player. Well, Sancho, they got him. They've got a lot of good players, and I'm thinking this game's tough because we'll have to deal with those two players, but we also got to deal with all players who are very good, like Gusto, and also all players in that team. We gotta go wow. So we've got a bit of a challenge of this weekend because we've got to face a side. I've got players like that. Got players like that, and it's like wow, okay, this is a bit of a challenge now because obviously I'm not going for. I think because I'm not going for Europe because we're not. I think okay. I think because we're not going for Europe because we haven't got the squad at this moment. We haven't got the. I think I think we haven't got a squad that can really go challenging for Europe at this current moment because we haven't. But again, this is my opinion. But again, it's interesting. Going on here, going on here. It's going to be a tough one so far. Yeah, okay. And if we defend well and keep out Chelsea from scoring, and if we score first and keep out Chelsea from scoring, if I do this, you have to see the this because this is bend like, you know. Oh yes. Obviously, I was going to. You know what? Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Okay. Listen, right. Okay. Well, normally I say this game be like a free hit one, but if saying that, I kind of jinx it and I don't win, so I'm not going to say it no more. But I think every time I say that, not every time I say not every time. Okay, not every time. Not every time I say gone, but I think like most times I've said that kind of backfires. So I'm not saying more. But I think this game is one that is, you know, it's a tough physical one because it will be. But I also think it's one that is winnable because it is. But it's gonna be really tough. I think. So I think okay. I think this game's gonna be really tough one. I think that. So okay. Okay. So I think this game the weekend will be a tough and physical one. It will, but again, it's also once winnable as well. We can still get them at like Chelsea because again, I think, you know, if we create some good chances against Chelsea, I think we'll probably get in like either 2 goals or 3 goals in. If we do that, I can see us getting a result. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me being a little bit not confident, but a little bit overconfident. You know what I mean? It's just I'm just hoping that we get a result against Chelsea on Saturday, obviously away in London. So again, it'd be be interesting. Listen, we get a result against Chelsea, I'll go, you know what, good, well done, we got a result there. You know what, and then move on to the next game, obviously, in the next, obviously not on this game's obviously May. So I try to get until the end of the season. So again, it's a really interesting thing. But again, it's a really odd thing to be actually saying as words, but listen, I think we get a result. I think we'll go, you know what, good, brilliant, whatever. Move on to the next game because again, it's how machine works. But yeah, it's interesting to see what happens. What happens? Obviously, but winnable as well. Obviously, okay. And I'm going for a 1-1 or a 2-1 win to Everton, and hopefully we get a good result away in London at Chelsea. Obviously, hopefully we get a good result away in London at Chelsea's ground, and we not just gone off. Okay, you know, hopefully we get a good result in London. Hopefully we get a good result at Stamford Bridge. Our record there isn't amazing or good, but again, you never know. You know what? It could stay the same. It could change. You never know. Hopefully it changes because again, that record isn't so. That's the record. You know what? I've never told him that record. I'm not proud of that record because that record's kind of really. It's not a record I like personally because it's a bit like bit. Yeah, it's not great. Into Everton, and if we defend well and if we defend the set piece as well and keep out Chelsea from scoring, fourth get as well. You know what? I'd really appreciate the support. You know what? I'd really appreciate the support. Massively helps the channel out and it keeps the channel going, helps improve, get better, all that good stuff really. And you know what? And I imagine it helps you guys out when watching videos on YouTube, I imagine. So you know what? And also don't forget, you also want to see great video. You can also want to see great videos like some match previews, match reactions. Obviously, my Southampton shows, obviously, all great videos like that as well. Obviously, also want to see exclusive videos like some Mike and my Southampton show wants to topics. Obviously, other great stuff. Also, other great videos like that as well. I do other great videos like that as well. Obviously, forget as well. And also forget as well. Also, let me know your thoughts, comments below. Do you agree with what I've said? Do you think we'll win? Do you think we'll get a draw, a point there? Do you think we'll get beat there again? Or do you think a bit of results? Or anything for that way? Also, if you're a Chelsea fan, do you think you guys can beat us at your place? Or do you think we'll beat you at your place? Or do you think it'll be a different result, same result? Or I'd love to know what your thoughts obviously on that as well. So yeah. And also what your thoughts on obviously your manager, who seemingly it's a bit weird how he's doing things, you guys. He's making you look a bit good, but like he's a bit weird. You know what I mean? He's a little bit weird manager, but you know, he's weird but in a good way though, you know? So But okay, both go on. You know what? You know what? I could really appreciate it. He would share it on Facebook, share it on obviously Twitter.com, and also don't forget to share it on any of your other socials as well. Obviously stuff like that as well. Obviously commented already. Obviously, yeah. And you can also follow me at twitter.com at EFC TV. Hopefully we can get a good result at the weekend in London against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Come on, Toffees. Good night.